Okay. All right, for our warm up, because once we get into our workout, we're going to be moving the whole time. So for our warm up, we're going to do 10 IYTs, 5 down dog to push up or cobra, okay? And then 10 band up and overs. So we're going to be here. We're just going to open up those shoulders and we're going to do 10. So when you get the I, the Y, and the T, that's 1. So you do 10. And then you're going to come to the floor and we're going to do 5 down dogs. Find that nice stretch. Bring it forward. You can push up or you can do a little cobra if that feels good to you. You're going to do 5 of these, okay? And then we're going to stand up. We're going to take our band. We're going to go kind of wide because then I can come up and over. So some of us might get here. Some of us might get here. That's okay. Goal is watch my arms, not to bend your arms. So just because you want to get here doesn't mean you bend to get there, right? Your band will stretch. So we're going to go 10 up and overs, finding a nice little stretch in the shoulders and the upper body because we're going to need it. All right, friends, 3 rounds. Let's move. We got 30 minutes of straight work today. What I call it, the midday work week, or the midday work that we got to do. And then a little core finisher. I think my legs have finally recovered from last week. I down dog to push up or add a cobra in there if you want for a nice little back extension. Stretch. And then you're going to come up and over with your band. Ooh, my arms are tight. They're going to be tighter after today. Ooh, I'm gonna Katie. I'm gonna be quick hi to Scott because I never see him. Hello, Scott. I saw you did the workout the other day. He's like, oh, I'm never gonna walk in front of the camera again. She's gonna call me out. Oh, you know by now that I'm harmless. Then you guys might see different. And just so you know, Sarah, I don't know if you're having camera issues too. I can't see you, but that's okay. It's okay too. There you are. I'm like, I don't know if she's having camera issues. I know Tara is. Sarah looks done. Amy and Andy looks done. Katie looks done. Tara is probably right there or already there. All right, friends. This is what we're doing today. So we got a 30-minute AMRAP. So I'm just going to set a timer for 30 minutes. So find some tunes you can jam out, right? What we're doing is your reps are pretty much 10 and 5s, okay? So we're going to do 10 rows, 10 presses, 10 flies. I'll demo these. Not 10 flies, my bad, 5 flies. So 5 flies, 5 push-ups. Then we're going to the floor and doing shoulder taps, bridges, and leg drops. And then you go back to the top. So if you need to look at it, you can always pull up the chat and you can see it. So what do I got? 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to go 10 rows, okay? I'm going to be heavier. I just grabbed my 12s. And then we're going to do 10 presses. Now, your presses could be alternating. They could be one arm and then the other arm, or they can be double, however you want to do it, okay? So 10 presses, 10 rows, 10 presses, 5 flies. So the meaning, like if your weight was a little heavier, if I was doing 20s, and I was pressing 20s, ooh, that's a little heavy for me, maybe 15s, because I'm only doing 5. So it's just kind of playing around with, after a couple rounds, you might be like, ooh, I need to drop some weight. That's fine. Think about keeping yourself moving in a good movement pattern with all your movements. So 10 rows, 10 flies, 10 rows, 10 presses, 5 flies. Then you got 5 push-ups. Make sure that's right. Yep, 5 push-ups, any which way you want. So knees can be down, knees can be up. If you can do 5 strict push-ups, I want you to do 5 strict push-ups, even if you need to break them up, okay? Then you got shoulder taps. So you're right here, tap and shoulders. 10 total per side. And then we're gonna come here and do loaded bridges and leg drops. So, for a loaded bridge, I'm gonna grab a weight, and I get a heavier weight. I get 25. So I'm pushing this into my quads. And then I'm gonna come up and come up into a bridge. But I wanna make sure that this isn't sitting on my belly. I'm pressing it into my quads and bringing it up and coming back down, okay? So you got 10 bridges and then 10 leg drops. You can either be here or you can count out 10 right here, okay? Then it's back to the top. 10 rows, 10 presses, 10 flies, or 5 flies. Don't do 10, do 5. 5 flies, 5 push-ups, shoulder taps, loaded bridge, and leg drops. You'll remember as you go. And if you don't, you just look at the chat. Amy and Andy, one little thing for you guys. If you guys want to do rows and then flies and then presses, since you guys need to come to the ground to do presses, you can do your flies before presses. I know, you're like, oh my gosh, so many movements, so many things. Start with the first one and we'll move ourselves along. All right, guys, here we go, 30 minutes. Find a pace, stick with it, because you got plenty of time to move your body. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. 10 rows, 10 presses, 5 flies. Look at me remembering now. 5 push-ups, 10 shoulder taps, 10 loaded bridges, and 10 leg drops. You might be using different weights throughout the whole thing, or the same weights. Ten rows, 10 flies, or 10 presses, 5 flies. And then you go 5 push-ups, shoulder taps, bridges with load, and leg drops. Shoulder taps are per side. Try to keep those hips stable. Nice job, guys. Loaded bridge and loaded leg drops. Just think about pushing that weight into your quads. Andy, if you want to load barbell weight on, you can. And do a loaded barbell bridge. That's your choice. And then you got 10 leg drops. Single or double, 10 total. Make sure you're breathing. Nice job, guys. We're 3.5 minutes in. Man, there we go. 3.5 minutes in, which I know you have plenty of time to get through this many times. So how I have this set up, remember doing 20-pound rows, 15-pound presses, 12-pound flies. And I kind of just going in a row. It just kind of depends what you have available to you for weight. And what your form feels like today. Nice, guys. Nice, Andy. Nice job, guys. Top of those bridges, make sure you squeeze your glutes and keep your ribs in. Seven minutes in. Nice job, guys. Take rest as you need. And then get back on it. Nice, Amy and Andy. Nice, Sarah. Nice, Katie. Keep it up, Sarah. Woo. Nice, guys. Nice, Sarah. Woo. Break up reps however you need to. That means if you gotta do a down dog in between your push-ups, that's okay. Which means sometimes some movement might take a little longer than the other. And that's okay. My push-ups take a little longer because I'm doing strict push-ups. And that is all right. Nice job, guys. Make sure your chin is into your chest and your bridge. Makes it more difficult to breathe. Oh, 11 minutes in. Nice job, guys. This is where if you have heavier weight and you want to play around with it, Can always go one arm rows, one arm presses. I'm trying to stay with the same weight I've been using. Nice, Sarah. Nice, Andy. There you go, Amy. Nice, Katie. Keep it up, Tara. The nice thing about this workout today is you can take it at your own pace. You can take rest when you need. So yes, we are working, but we're also going at a pace that works for us today. Nice, Sarah. Can you try to keep those hips stable? If your feet are wider, it makes it a little easier. There you go. Nice job, guys. Just keep yourself moving. Don't worry about how fast you're going. Worry about form. So be okay even if an exercise that only has 5 reps takes me longer than one with 10. That's all right. Because I'm focusing on trying to make them perfect push-ups. Without having to drop to my knees. Simply because I know I can do 5. 5 isn't too rep heavy where I need to drop to my knees. And when you're doing shoulder taps, try really hard not to let your hips get all sassy. Man, I used to say that once a day. Halfway. I lost track of how many rounds I'm doing or what I've done. Just keep moving. Might be like 4 or something like that. But you don't have to keep track of your rounds. Just keep yourself moving. Nice, Katie. Katie, you're pushing me to go one arm now and change my weight. The other thing is if you end up going a little heavier and go one arm, rounds take you a little longer, and that's okay. If you're a little lighter and it's easier to move with that weight, then you're gonna go a little slower, or a little faster, my bad. Nice job, guys. Katie, you inspired me to go one-armed. Then I decided to go one arm with a 20-pound dumbbell for a press. And I got to break these up 5 and 5, man. Woo! This arm, man, my right used to be my stronger arm. Not anymore. Might be one round of this, Katie. But see, that's the fun of workouts like this, is if you're like, ooh, I want to try a little heavier weight, you can. That round was for you, Katie. That was all for you. I'm going back to my normal weight down to this one. Whew. Just a little tidbit tip for shoulder taps. My feet are wider, and then my hands. So my feet are wider, and I actually bring my hands in just a little bit from where I would normally be in a plank or a push-up. That way my hips can stay where I need them to, and my hands are a little closer together, so it's less likely for my hips to sway as much as they want to when my hands are wider. So they're not completely together, but they're not as wide as I would have them in a plank. Woo, we're coming up on 20 minutes, friends. All we got is a core finisher after this. And remember, if your back comes off the mat, you can go 10 total single leg drops. Whew. We are under 10 minutes. Under 10. Nice job, guys. Nice, Andy. How you doing, Amy? Nice job, Sarah. Keep it up. Keep it up, Tara. After the beating our legs took for the last week, I thought I'd be nice and do a little bit more upper body core today. At least my legs were wrecked for the past week. Nice job, guys. 22 minutes in. We're going to 30. Then we got core on the floor to finish. See, we all remember now, 10 rows, 10 presses, 5 flies, 5 push-ups, 10 shoulder taps, 10 bridges, 10 leg drops. Always know it by the time it's the end of the workout. Ooh. Strict push-ups are getting harder though. That's okay. So we break them up in ones. Take a little down dog in between. Ooh, front my shoulder taps. Nice job, guys. It's not about how many rounds you get done. It's about how well you're doing your exercises in those rounds. So don't just move to move. Be mindful when you move. My dogs are amped up. Whew. Ooh, we're coming up on 5 minutes. Just remember Monday when I was like, I don't think I heard my kid go to the bus. I was right, but it wasn't because Trent forgot it was Monday on Monday and forgot to wake up the kids. I come upstairs, I was like, do the kids get on the bus? He's like, bus? What day is it? I was like, it's Monday. The kids are supposed to be on the bus. Needless to say, they got driven to school that day. Well, Ethan got driven to school. Hayden didn't go to school. Hayden hasn't been to school all week. But that's just because he had basically, runny nose, all the awesome COVID symptoms. But no COVID. Woo-hoo, no breakthrough case in our house. That makes me happy. Nice job, guys. 4 minutes. Woo. Nice job, guys. Woo! Minute and a half. Nice job, guys. Another way that you can do presses, if you say have one heavier weight, okay, is you can be one weight like this, press it overhead. You can be here too. I'll show you with knee down so you can see this and see where my head comes, and I punch it through. So, if you have a heavier weight or want to use one weight, this is a way to do it as well. Woo! 40 seconds. Nice job, guys. Woo! 20 seconds. I'm going to get them push-ups second. Three, two, one. Rest. Whew. Grab water. Nice job, guys. 30 minutes of awesome right there. Okay, friends. This next part is our finisher. It's core work. It's finisher work. Should have a nice little sweat on right now. Okay. We're working for 30 seconds. We're resting for 15. You are on your mat the whole time, okay? So, exercise one, because we have 3 of them. You're doing tuck-ups or dead bugs, either or, okay? So, I'm gonna make sure I don't run into that, because that's how I break half my nails. Okay, so tuck-ups, you got here. Or, you can dead bug it. Okay, either or. Your focus is keeping your core engaged. With tuck-ups, your focus is not rounding your back. So don't come up like this. Come up like that, or reaching for your knees. So first exercise is tuck-ups or dead bugs. Second exercise, we're going bicycles. So don't interlace your fingers, so you can open up those shoulders, and then you're keeping your core on the mat. It is not about how fast you go with those. Go with your speed that you can maintain for 30 seconds. Last exercise, we're planking. Whew. And then we're back to tuck-ups. And then bicycles. And then plank. We're going 4 rounds. Here we go, friends. Let's finish this off. Start off, tuck-ups or dead bugs. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You're just finding a pace for you. where you can do the best dead bugs or the best tuck-ups that you got. If your tuck-ups are awesome, rock them out a little faster. Don't worry about counting, just move. Rest. We're going bicycles. So you literally just have to lay back. We're going to bring our hands behind our head. Our legs are going to come to 90 degrees. You're going to set your pelvis before you move. Here we go. Let's go. So get your core engaged. It's not about how fast you go with these. It's about how can I keep my core super engaged. Am I breathing? You could be super slow bicycles. In my opinion, going slower is the more challenging. And keeping your body in all the positions. Woo. Rest. We're planking. So you just need to flip over and set yourself up for a plank. Here we go. Let's go. Press to those forearms, lift those hips up, shoulders back and down, drop those hips down, but don't overextend your back. Send your heels back, keep breathing. Halfway there. Rest. You're flipping over for round 2. Tuck-ups or dead bugs. Woo, here we go. Let's go. You're focusing on breathing. You're focusing on good form. If you're doing tuck-ups, you're lifting yourself almost like that string's attached to your head. And it's halfway there, pulling you up. Rest, tuck-ups. No, we just did tuck-ups. Bicycles, what am I saying? Whew. You're resting, That's where we're at right now. Here we go. Legs come up to 90. Fingers are behind our head, our skull. We're opening opposite knee to opposite elbow, keeping your core on the floor. Keeping your throat open so you can breathe. Don't interlace your fingers behind your head. It limits your mobility in your shoulders. Woo! Feeling that in the core. We're flipping over. And we're planking. Set yourself up. Here we go. Press through those forearms. Lift those hips up. So then, think about shoulders back and down. Drop those hips in so they're level, so you're legging forward. Send your heels back. Keep breathing. Halfway there. You're halfway there. Rest. We're flipping over. We're back to tuck-ups or dead bugs. 2 rounds in. 2 rounds to go. Whew, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Best tuck-ups or dead bugs that you got. Oh, I'm feeling this in my core now. Or I'm feeling Monday's workout. Rest, back to bicycles. Woo. A lot of upper body and core today. Here we go. Legs at 90. Fingertips behind my neck or behind my head, not interlaced. Keeping my core engaged. My back on the mat. I'm breathing.
Halfway there.
Rest. Bicycles get me every time. Flip it over. We're finding a plank. And then I'm pretty sure we got one more round, friends. And we're done. Here we go. Press to those forearms. Shoulders back and down. Drop those hips in. Send those heels back. Keep breathing. So don't let your hips sag to the floor. And don't let your back overextend.
Halfway there.
Squeeze your butt. Keep breathing. Rest. Flip it over. Last round of every exercise and we are done for the day. Tuck ups or dead bugs. Here we go. Let's go.
Halfway there.
Rest, bicycles, last bicycle. And then one more plank. And you guys did an amazing 39 minutes of work plus a warm up. Nice job. Here we go.
Let's go. Halfway there.
Keep breathing. Woo, feel that in the core. Rest. We got a plank and we are done. I'm feeling this all in my core muscles. It's like making Monday's work show up right now. Last plank, friends. Here we go. Best plank you got. Shoulders back and down. Drop those hips down. Squeeze your butt. Keep your ribs in. Send your heels back and keep breathing.
Halfway there.
15 seconds. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, you guys. Woo! If you got crazy hair and you're sweating, you're doing awesome. Awesome job, guys. Super proud of you.